Good morning. My name is Craig Daughtery. I'm Ops Section Chief for the Southwest Area Incident Management Team 2. We're a Type 1 team out of the Southwest, Arizona, New Mexico. We took over the fire last night at 1900 from Brian Gill's Northwest Incident Management Team 13. I'd like to give a shout out to their team. They gave us a great transition. Those folks went through a pretty traumatic fire event here starting evening of the 7th of Labor Day, and quite a few days of some intense fire behavior, and they did an amazing job. So we're here to take over the fire. We'll take over management of the fire, and I'll give you a quick update. We'll give you these updates daily between myself or some of the other ops chiefs. So we'll start with overall layout of the Beachie Creek Fire, just so you'll understand where you're looking. This up here is actually the Riverside Fire, and down here is the Lion's Head Fire. Beachie Creek Fire is consisting of this area here. Geographically, this is Scott Mills. You've got the community of Silverton here. You've got the community of Slayton. Salem's just off the map here to your right. Santiam Canyon here with the communities of Mill City, Gates, Lyons, Mahama. You've got the Malala River right up here to the north. So we'll start on the north end of the fire and we'll work our way around. So our operations yesterday focused on continuing to try to pick up as much of the fire edge as we can. We call that direct line. We have some indirect line as well with some dozer line in that area for contingency lines. We use a combination of heavy equipment, dozers, felling operations, filler bunchers, heavy equipment of that sort, hand crews, hotshot crews, as well as some engines supporting those crews. The crews are kind of taking the pieces that we can't get to with country that the equipment can't get in. This country up here, is a timber value asset. That's what we're trying to protect on the north end of the fire. We do have a little bit of activity right here in this finger of the fire on a piece of BLM land that will be one of our focuses today to get in and get some hand crews around with some drying weather that's coming in before this cold front passage. Come on around, everything's looking good. On this finger of the fire here that was headed towards Scott Mills and to the communities at risk out here, we feel real good about a lot of the work that's going on here. We do still have some areas of uncontained fire. We've got continue to work crews in there and engines. They'll be focusing on that work today and getting some more containment line put on the map. Coming on down in here, this is Butte Creek. Butte Creek has some active fire on the very upper end of it here. We are working crews in there today to start trying to pick up as much of that direct as we can. We do have some contingency lines built here to keep that fire from getting out here again in the values at risk, to include the Drake's Corner area and as you move south. Same goes as we come on down here. We call this our Hotel Foxtrot break. This is Abiqua Basin, I believe is how you say that. We're going to have some folks working in there today with some heavy equipment. Again, working this whole area, trying to get some containment in this pocket of unburned fuel right here. The fingers of fire here that have shot out, we've got basically lines around all that, and we're continuing to work that direct edge and indirect and have contingency lines in place to keep that fire from moving any further to the west. This is Silver Falls State Park. Again, one of our values at risk. We're working really hard to keep fire out of that. It did get into the southeast corner here, but we've got that checked up very nice right now. Coming on around in here to our branch 1, the south end of the fire, the Santiam Canyon here. That fire obviously burned into some communities here, so we continue to work along that edge. Everything's south of the highway there. We've got crews working hard to get containment lines in there, putting hose lays in. We've got some heavy equipment working as well, and we're trying to contain that edge and then work around the structures that are in there. We've got a lot of hazards in there due to the fire behavior that hit that area, so we're working to try to mitigate those hazards so we can return the public to their homes as soon as we can. We recognize that the urgency to get that done, but we're trying to get that work done and keep safety up for both us and the public. Coming on around here where the fire got well established below the highway, what we call Division Romeo. This is some state forest land here and Division Whiskey. We are working, this is Detroit Lake for an understanding of where you're at geographically. We are working from Detroit Lake. We got some heavy equipment working in here. starting to pick up this edge in some private timberland, some timber value there, and we're working around trying to figure out a way to pick up this edge direct. There is still some active fire in here, so this is a challenging piece of ground, challenging country, but we got crews assessing that. We've also got some contingency lines built here so that we have a second and third option in here to take care of that ground. Air-wise, all of our aircraft are still grounded due to the smoke. Basically, since this fire made its big run, it's smoked in, as you well know. So the aircraft have been unavailable to fly. We do have some unmanned aerial systems that we are flying around when we can through some smoke using some infrared technology to help us find those pockets of heat and go after those and put this fire out. We'll look forward to see what the weather does today, and hopefully we can take advantage of some higher humidities and hopefully some rain later this afternoon and evening, and we'll utilize that to help us continue our containment efforts. Thank you and have a great day.